Hello. Happy Yule, everyone. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is High Priestess Ishra. Happy New Year to you all. Happy New Year. I am in seclusion, what I also call hibernation. And I feel that when you're dealing with a spiritual path, usually that spiritual path will include some form I'm relaxing myself. I'm super excited because I'm really not supposed to be doing this video, but that's what life is, right? Doing stuff you're really not supposed to be doing. So yes, the path we take as spiritual people is sometime on a path of hibernation, but a lot of people utilize this hibernation time very wrongly, to the point where they cause more harm than good when they're alone. You're supposed to be getting better every time you go through seclusion or isolation or hibernation periods, and if you're not getting better, then you're not utilizing the spiritual practices to keep you consistent in moving forward in wherever your journey is at the moment. Again, my name is High Priestess Ishra. Feel free to check me at www.lifecoachhealing.com, www.lifecoachhealing.com, www.lifecoachhealing.com. Okay, so here are a couple of quick to-dos when it comes to keeping within a productive hibernation period, because you have to understand, and this is not written, I'm sorry, you have to understand that hibernation periods are when usually the Kundalini energy is rising and you're going through a mental mind transformation that's either going to take you to the next level or bring you down. But at the same token, when you're figuring out what decisions to make in your life to aid and assist in your spiritual growth, because anything outside of growth is bullshit and lies. Bullshit and lies. So anything outside of that is bullshit, it's lies, it's stress, and that's the stuff that you don't want. That's the stuff you don't want to perpetuate. And due to the fact that I am a private spiritual consultant, I have a lot of clients, to keep it honest, that are all, and I'm just being honest, because if you ask me and you say, what do I do? And I basically say I'm an herbal psychiatrist, because literally, instead of using medicine drugs like the MDs of the doctorate world, I utilize what nature has given us and been blessing us with for decades upon decades. And that's including my Haitian voodoo magic. You know, they perpetrate voodoo as something bad, as something negative, when in all actuality, it's just what we refer to also as religion before the Council of Nicaea created the religion Catholics, because it's when we opened up to the Catholic religion is when we actually opened ourselves up to being slaves and shackled to a power that is perpetrated as if it is not of our own free will and our own doing, if you do it correctly. So if you're not afraid, so if you're not fighting it, because a lot of people are, because the more you fight it, the more conflict will ensue. And as the more conflict ensues, you're reaching out to non-real stuff, egotistical stuff, materialistic stuff that is not who you really are. For real. And I guess that's kind of why I deplugged from Facebook, you know, completely. Only on emergencies I'm on there, and even when I'm on there for emergencies, I'm not there for too long, is because I feel the energy of the online really affects what is given to you and what you're able to try to reach and grab at. So I'm practicing. I heard someone else say it's all leaders are doing it, all spiritual people doing it, but I feel all the people, because there are some non-leaders that are doing it, but I feel this is a time now, because the veils are so thin and they're so close together. I feel it through all the orifices of my body. I feel it through and as an empath, and as the high level high priestess empath, I feel, that's why I'm so weird and not really popular at all, because I think very militantly, but at the same time godly, because I'm a true Og till the day I die, original goddess, original gangster, till my next life, next life, next life. I'm an Og for real, and I knew that before my spiritual family was revealed to me. So just know that when you're walking that path, you need to stay focused on the main idea. And the main idea is following your spirit. For as long as you're trying to run away from spirit, you're going to not be equipped to deal with the repercussions of the negative ricochets of your life, karmic returns of your life. Because we can take it a little further and go a little further and say, even if you're choosing the spiritual life and the spiritual decisions to make you stronger and better, it still doesn't stop the conflict. I feel so good going live right now and to all my family slowly coming in and watching this video. Love and blessings. 2018 is going to be an amazing year for everyone. For everyone. And bullshit just keeps on stepping. No matter how great you are. Warning, warning. Sign that you're dealing with the prophet. Warning, warning. Sign that you're dealing with the prophet. Or a sign that you're dealing with a drug user. It could be either or. And that's the beautiful thing about life and perspective and about living in this third dimensional realm. Life is what you make it, and that's what they're not telling you. And if you make it a stressful thing, an angry thing. Okay, perfect example. I had a client of mine yell at me, "Get the fuck out my house. Get the fuck out my house." And I knew she was dealing with her demon, and I knew that I've never really experienced her on a manic level, because when I'm with her, I usually keep her balanced and pure, but I really saw the demon that time. She spoke to me in such an ungodly manner, and I believe she's a Mormon, you know. So I say that to say this: you're going to deal with a lot of people who are not of sound body and mind. And when you're walking that spiritual path, if you don't do your homework, if you're not diligent, if you don't keep yourself with your guards at all times, if you don't protect yourself, clean yourself, wash yourself, keep your one-mindedness focused at all times, you can allow the decisions that you have to make walking in this spiritual life very difficult and unproductive if you're not careful. Okay? Please, this is coming from High Priestess Ishra from New York, but living in Hawaii. You seriously need to adhere and continue with your due diligence. Continue with keeping the essential raw minerals of life with you, protecting you at all times. You're going to cause yourself to be blown off track, and you're not going to be able to deal with what I feel as, and again, this is just a high priestess point of view of walking the path of being all that I can be, you know, reaching and touching and manifesting all of my dreams. And I have a lot, you guys. I've reached some, haven't reached a lot, but always on that path of reaching for what belongs to me, because I feel no matter how long it takes as a special needs. High priestess. I don't like the word witch. I don't like the word a healer. I'm a healer too. But when I use the word healer, people get nervous when I use the word healer. And I don't use that word lightly. I can touch someone and pull out all that's ailing them, for real. And if they help me with that, it's even better, you know. But know that when you're walking that spiritual path, dealing with your isolation is key. Here are some great things you could do with your isolation. Buy stones. And if you're looking for stones, feel free to get at me on my business line or on my business page at www.lifecoachhealing.com. I have $10 enchanted stoner packs and $20 enchanted stoner packs. And I tailor the stones that I send you specifically on what you're looking for. And I also have my special blends. A little bit of love, a little bit of focus. This is called Love and Focus. I have this right now on deck, Love and Focus. But these are smaller shards, and like if you were able to catch me at my vending station out here in Hawaii, you'd get it for $2, because I sell these for $2 when I'm at my vending station in Hawaii, you know. But I think they're too small to be traveled, so I send like half packs for 10. You don't get this whole pack, you get this half pack like this for $10, because even though these are not whole stones, these are these smaller shards, and these are high resolution grade A shards. So get at me at my business line or www.lifecoachhealing.com. Other things you can do to help with your assist on utilizing your hibernation period to the fullest extent is doing things like bathing in ocean water, or bathing in coconut, cleansing your head with coconut water. That helps too. I even dilute coconut milk and use that as a cleanser, especially if I'm cutting or clearing a Pacific client or whatever. It really depends on what I'm doing. If it's just a regular tarot card reading, then I guess it wouldn't be that far, unless Spirit tells me to do otherwise. But yes, doing all of that will really help and assist with your isolation periods, because I truly believe your isolation periods are used to help you become more agilient. Agilent? Is that a word? I'm sorry. Agilent? It helps you become more on point. Thank you. It helps you become more on point with your God and who you are and how you deal with things and how you manifest and how you move on a daily, day-to-day. You know, so just know that keeping consistent is one of the best things you can do, because within keeping consistent, you allow yourself to get the practice you need to become a master and to stay a master. Also know that when you're dealing with hibernation periods, people are going to be popping up out of the woodworks. When you finally say to yourself, I am going to just chill back, not go out with the girls, be by myself, that's when the girls, oh, I'll pay your way. You don't got to worry about nothing. Oh, you worried about that? I got you. I got you. You can, Like, blessings will come, but you have to understand, for as quick as a blessing comes, there are 2 to 3 negative ricochets coming at you, trying to stop you from your next blessing. So you need to know how to efficiently, through any situation, deal with that pocket, with that hole, with that pit, with that chaotic air bubble of bullshit, so you can come out of it and gain from it 3, 4, 5 times more better. You know, because the motherfuckers that try to throw me off, they're funny, because my spiritual family know how special I am. So they'll yell at me if I have to. If my spiritual, when they want me to know a message, they'll tell me. They'll tell me. They'll tell me. And it took me a long time to be comfortable with allowing spirit, allowing energy to come into you, because again, we're going back to the TV personification, which they call it demonic possession. But I feel that you have to be comfortable with allowing spirit to come into you so you can relay that message correctly. I'm learning to just shut the fuck up and don't give my information unless motherfuckers ask me. Think whatever the fuck you want to think about me. But I'm the realest and nicest person you'll meet, and all of the different opinions of how people see me as don't deter me from constantly moving forward as the person that I know, whom I am, and who I know myself to be. So I guess during my hibernation, the best... Ishra, just cut to the tape to be done with this shit, please! Alright, long story short, I purposely did my video today because I didn't want nobody watching me when I did this video, because I feel like I'm more free when I pre-record the videos and I don't allow anyone to taint the vibration that I'm trying to feed off. But if I can tell you 3 things that you need to know walking in this path of spirituality and dealing with several levels of hibernation periods and isolation, and it's very similar to the tarot card, the Hermit. It's about lunchtime here in Hawaii. It's time for me to feed my baby lunch. I would tell you to love as often as possible, to forgive 3, 4 times more. Now, I'm saying to forget now. I'm going to do a Lucretia. I say not to forget now. I'm talking about forget now, but I'm not saying forget. No, she don't talk like that. Her country voice is more smooth. I love Lucretia's voice. I wish I had a country voice. But yes, forgive as many times as you love. And don't forget, the power is in you. The magic is in you. You got to tap within you to make shit move. And don't be afraid when you start moving too. Come to a place of letting go, releasing, and just enjoying yourself. People used to tell me so much shit about Mormon. For real. People used to tell me so much shit about Mormon, but I just recently experienced a Mormon church, and it was the most beautifulest experience in the world. Yes, they don't have music. Yes, they're not the very hallelujah moving people. They pretty much sit still and don't say nothing, but they sang. They do sing for special holidays like, you know, Christmas and Easter and stuff. They do sing a couple of songs. A lot of them is not on key, but it's where the love is coming from. It's not necessarily the key, but more so the love behind it, because even some of the non-key old tribal Catholic songs made me cry, because again, I feel church is a good dumping place for negative emotion, negative feeling. When I leave the sanctuary, I leave that negative crying, I want to release it, energy space at the church. And that's why I guess I feel good, because, you know, I always feel good after visiting a church and taking a good dump. Yes. I feel so good after taking a good dump. And I went to a church today, so I took a good dump and I'm feeling good. 2018 is going to be a great year. Can I pray for you guys real quick before I leave? Thank you, Father, for the couple of people that stopped by and actually listened to the word. Thank you for the opportunities for sharing this light to whoever needed to hear this message. I send abundant joy and blessings to all who see with their eyes. I send joy and blessing to all those who see with their eyes. And also, I want to send an energy blessing of not being afraid. And I hope that you tap into that joy. I hope that you tap into that love. I hope you tap into that forgiveness, because I've had a friend recently tell me, don't you ever come to my house ever again. I was like, oh, okay. If that's how you want to have it, okay. Because I'm not one of those to fight to force people to stay with me, because I know being around me is a blessing. So whatever voices you listening to telling you that I'm a bad person, you continue on listening to those bad voices, and I'm going to keep it pushing and positive on my own path. Like, and she was a good friend of mine, and I was just really disappointed when I heard her say those words. But I've learned to pull myself out of the fuckery, out of the shit. If someone wants to turn around and piss on me and expect me to enjoy it like R. Kelly, no, because I'll just wash the piss off, cleanse my mind and spirit, and keep it moving. For real. And keep it moving. So you guys, I think this video has been long enough. I just miss you guys. I do. I'm not going to lie. I miss you guys. I miss looking through the great feeds that I'm connected with, like Witchy World and Emma Rain and Mystical Magics and Conjured Sisters and all of the different groups that I'm connected to. You know, please feel free to check out my business pages at HP Life Coach Healing Ishra, and also at Life Coach Healing. Again, my name is High Priestess Ishra, coming live to you from Hawaii, and it's time for me to feed my son. I see you guys later. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. See you soon. Gotta tap way down deep. I don't care what your magic is. And if I can give you a bonus tip before ending this video, I tell you this. Everybody has their own forms of magic. See you soon. See you soon. See you soon. And everybody's magic is not the same. Everybody's going to have their own particular magic. So I would say try not to follow other people's shit and focus on due diligence on what makes you move. Your G-spot, your comfort zone, your relaxation spot. You know when you scratch a cat, right? And then the cat's like this. And then the cat scratches. Ishra, how do I get to my G-spot to get to this meditation state so I can have spirit talk to me? Think of that cat. When you scratch that cat spot, that cat starts gargling and shit. I gargle. That cat start purring and shit. Find that spot of yours. I call it the G-spot. Find that spot and it'll take you there every time. Take you there every time. My name is High Priestess Ishra. Feel free to get at me at www.lifecoachhealing.com. www.lifecoachhealing.com. Feel free to get at me if you're looking for powerful, high-level stones that actually assist and aid with connection to source, connection to spirit, connection to angels, whatever you call your outer source element, because there's a lot of them, you guys. These raw elements, oops, I dropped one. I'm going to actually take that one and throw it out in the street, and maybe somebody will find it and pick it up and see what a treasure it found. I do that too, just throw expensive raw materials out so other motherfuckers can find them. Matter of fact, I don't know who just hit my live, but you have just won a free, I repeat, free no, I'm not going to even be cheap. $20 cost 9 stoner pack. So if you want the stoner pack, just put your name and say, I'm with you, Ishara. The first person to put the name, I'm with you, Ishara, as a message under this live feed, they will receive a free advanced stoner pack of 9 enchanted stones. So if you'd like to receive a free gift, because they call it Christmas right now, you guys. It's Christmas time now, but I don't celebrate Christmas. I do say and wish you happy Yule and happy New Year to everyone who's watching. And the first person to message in the live feed down below, I'm with you, Ishara, happy New Year, they will receive a free large stoner pack of stones. I will get at you by responding back to the message that I actually see is written at the bottom, because right now I can't see. I can't see it. And because I can't see it, I don't know who's watching. So if you would like, because I know someone's watching, if you would like a free stoner pack, right at the bottom, hey, Ishara, I'm with you. And then I will contact you to get your free stones. Thanks again listening. Thanks again watching. And again, you guys, get right for 2018 and go within self. Go within source. Don't let the fuckery of the outside world deter you. And let me tell you a secret. When you choose spirit and when you are full on your path of what all belongs to you, nothing can really stop you, hinder you, scare you, throw you off course. Why? Because if you do your due diligence, and if you stay focused on the goal, then you'll be able to actually reap the highest benefits in your life. You'll have lost people everywhere trying to throw you off track. You stay focused on your goal and you keep it moving. So to all my spiritual followers, if you want the feed of stoner pack, you know what you got to do. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you soon. Yeah, there's always some type of bullshit. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. This has been another one. Woo, Ishara's what? Ishara's world. Who wants a free stoner pack? Not that motherfucker watching. He wants a fucking dance. Get the fuck off my station if you're not about spirituality. Motherfucker.